my friends, and welcome to today's tarot reading. This is a general daily reading for all signs, but the sign that you're here probably means that there is a special message for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Now, today is the 26th of August, which is a Friday, the day of love, the day of Venus. Interesting how we have Venus and Leo squaring Uranus retrograde in Taurus. You may find it a little bit difficult about communicating to a wider audience, communicating online or anything like that today. So just be aware of that. Just take a step back, have a little look at what your kind of like your digital script, how you run things, how you do things, how you say things online. Just maybe check up on all your social media, delete old files, old pictures, things that don't represent you anymore. There may be a bit of a need to clean that up today. Or just be aware of what's going on, just having a little look at that, particularly with the moon in Leo happening as well. But otherwise, it is a Venus day, the day of love, and I'm reading with the Star Spinners Tarot, and I'll be clarifying with the Witch's Oracle. I'm just trying to think anything else. I have to say, we've also got some rain for the first time in a very long time, and it was massive thunderstorms. So big things are happening, big things are changing. It just feels like there's big shifts happening. Things that was needed are finally starting to take place, starting to happen. So interesting. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say for today. Tourmaline, pink tourmaline, rubellite. What other things? Don't know. Rose and yang, geranium. Those are the things that are coming to me right now. The devil. Here we go. Bear with me, my friends. This is bugging me a little bit. It's because I did a reading before and hope that's still central for you. Yeah, good. Okay, cool. Dear Spirit, what messages would you like to communicate? The Eight of Swords reversed. I think we had that yesterday, didn't we? The Two, which is the High Priestess. The Knight of Swords reversed. Wow. The Two of Wands reversed. The Nine of Wands reversed. The Five of Cups. Sorry for any background noise that you might hear. It is quite warm, so I'm just leaving the windows open. And the Page of Cups, okay. Right, so I think there was something about not trusting intuition yesterday. I don't know if I'm confusing that with another reading, but there was a vibe of lack of intuition, not being fulfilled, not being able to follow that. And here I'm seeing that. It's so interesting here that we have the High Priestess as an angel here. We have a lot of angelic we have here angelic. Okay, the whole top line is angelic. Which is really interesting. So it says to me that there's a lot of power that's going on. Five of Wands as well. Interesting. A lot of I think there's guardians kind of floating around. And I also see the angel and devil on the shoulder as well. And it's interesting how she's facing towards that way with it reversed. If it was to be the other way around, she would be facing towards the devil. I don't know. I see as almost the devil is trying to it's not so much old patterns of behavior. It's old well, it is patterns of behavior. It's old things are coming to the surface. Old stuff is trying to tempt you to come back, to believe in it. And I think with this Knight of Swords reversed, there's this tentativeness to not get so obsessed on certain things. It's almost like you've learnt the lesson. You know, like it's almost like you're addicted to cigarettes and then somebody smokes a cigarette around you and you are really resisting yourself not to go up to them and ask them if you could have a cigarette. That's what I feel here, because the devil is flaunting itself here. It's like, here I am. Let's see. But the High Priestess is this kind of like really stoic energy that's like, nope, I'm not having any of it. I'm just sticking with what I know. I'm sticking with what I have. And particularly with the Knight of Swords, rather than like with this Knight of Swords, there's a sense of obsession that's going on here. With it reversed, I feel like there's an actual like holding back, but understanding that you do have the obsession. So this might be something that is coming up that you're tackling. You've also got the Two of Wands here, which is a kind of, it's almost like your curiosity has been piqued. You've kind of been, you know, you're being tempted. No doubt about it. You're being tempted. This could be with anything. This could be with, like, I think drugs, you know, sex. Could be with anything. With something that's really going to be fulfilling your needs in that way. Could be money. Could be a deal. Could be an offer. Something that's going to take you out of a stability. Because we've got, yeah, it's interesting with those two, but you've got the highest form of the two within the tarot, which is the High Priestess. I mean, and that's upright, so that's really stoic. And also you have the two pillars behind her. So it's almost like you have that resolve against the devil, which is tough, I'm not going to lie. But with all of these other cards around it, it's telling me that there's these situations, like there's a bit of shoulda, woulda, coulda, or shall I do this or shall I not? There's a little bit of indecision here. Maybe because there's a sense of like the last few choices that you've made, and they may not have like turned out as well. You're overcoming this defensiveness though. I feel that there's a sense of defensiveness that kind of pushed you into this position where you probably would have sought the devil as your comfort. The Devil the Upright is actually quite interesting because it gives you, and particularly with these other cards, you know, I don't see you succumbing to it because we have the swords reversed, we have this Nine of Swords reversed, and we have this reversed. This tells me that there's a sense of you learning from the experience, you understanding what it is, that what value has this experience got to give to you. And it's sad because you realize the amount of like addiction that you probably had to this thing. It could even be a situation as well. Could be a situation, it could be like something that you go to, it could be like, it could be anything, but it's an addiction to something, a situation, whatever it is, to something that gave you some kind of like, it gave you something, but it bonded you, completely like held you, and you know this now. This is why the High Priestess is here. Lack of you're acknowledging that that you had an obsession, but you're choosing not to look at it. You're like, right, okay, I'm actually going to like hold myself back here. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving out of all the knights, so it would have been that thing without thinking, you know, which is how like most addictions work. And then you've got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is how it's piqued your interest, how it's like, oh, actually, you know, this thing is actually like making me feel like I want to like go towards it. The Nine is almost like, right, I'm not going to like have, I'm not going to be so defensive towards it. Because sometimes when you have an addiction or anything like that, you can, there may be a tendency to berate oneself because you have the addiction. But actually, it's really nourishing yourself and nurturing yourself and understanding that it comes from a place of pain and disappointment. And then when you move on and understand that, then you can learn from it truly and see what it really has to offer you. That's what each of the cards mean. Really good reading, actually. Great. Really great. Well done. Oh, wow. Black Cat. Psychism. first thing that came to me was like following the intuition. You know, you're stronger than you think, yeah? My loves, you're stronger than you think. You're a lot stronger than you realize. And I feel like it's important for you to understand that you do have it within you to like not be addicted, not to succumb to this kind of bondage. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, 5 of Wands and the Sun reversed. I think there's like this sense of like temporary unhappiness. Not temporary unhappiness, sorry. Like it's like, oh, you know, maybe things are better if I do it, you know, or when I was addicted I might have been happier. And I think that's so funny, because you have this sense of temporary sadness, shall we say, and then that, yeah, with that sense of temporary sadness, it kind of makes you, yeah, it makes you want to go back, isn't it? It's like the first few days of instigating a new habit. You kind of feel that you want to go back to what you were doing because it was making you happier at the time, but really it's super unhealthy. You know what I mean? And this particular 5 of Wands is interesting. That it may be the social situation that you're in that you might need to think about, which is kind of encouraging this addiction. So trust yourself and trust your path. You know, if it's what you want to do. And, you know, there's this thing about the whole feeling right thing, right? So, you know, people are very much, oh yeah, I've got to do what I feel. And look, it's 22, it's a master number. And with it reversed, I'm kind of thinking it's the 4, so there's a block. I very much feel like I have to, I've just lost my train of thought there. The block just came there. Wow. Let's just say that there's a lot, you know, it takes a lot to change a habit, right? And this is quite a strong one, whatever it is. The pleasure that you felt from this was great. The attachment to this is really great. And yeah, when you're within that first few stages of where quite, you know, it can be quite tough, like particularly the first week of instigating a new habit or changing a habit, it can be really difficult. So yeah, I think it's important to recognize that within yourself, and to trust. That's what I was going to say about the feeling. So there's a lot of stuff that when people say, oh, I don't feel like it, they don't do it. A lot of exercise routines, you will start it and you do not like it at all. Your body is doing everything it can to stop it. You have to persevere through that. And that's what this is talking about. You have to persevere through that wall, through that block, which is exactly the 4. That's why it just went block. So you have to break through it. It's not about you feeling whether or not this is right or not. You have to look long term, because this is about the feeling. This is playing on the fact that you're like, oh, it doesn't feel good, you know. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I don't want to do it. No matter how small or no matter how unconscious that it appears to be, this is about you changing something and sticking at it. That's why the High Priestess is here, to get rid of the emotion. Get rid of it, because the emotion is like it's cramping. The fire is cramping at the moment. We've got 1 wand, cups. We have no pentacles. So, and what's interesting is that on the back we have the pentagram of this cat, and it's reversed. So what that says to me is that there's some, you need to be tangible. You need to like really stick with your guns. You need to stick to reality and not allow like the drive, the one, oh, I don't want to do it, that getting in the way of you actually moving beyond this kind of habit, so that you can move forward. but a beautiful period of growth. Beautiful growing day today. Cool. This was really good reading. I liked it. Did you? If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe for more videos, because then you'll know when I upload. And the pick a card is on its way. It's on its way. It is deep shadow work. So not for the faint of heart, but it's a good one. So I look forward to uploading that soon. Otherwise, thank you so much to all of my returning subscribers, and for all of you that decide to give your beautiful energy to me. It's amazing to do my readings for you, and I really love you all. Sending you a big hug, and have a beautiful day. Bye.